For some reason it popped in. I know why it popped in my head.
Why?
Because we're side by side. And if you remember that episode, they dun 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 dun. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that just popped in my head. Welcome to Venus and Mars.
Hey!
Y'all. She represents Venus and I represent Mars. Like Marvin the Martian on Bugs Bunny.
Yes, they're the Martians. We're the Venetians.
Yeah, she's the Looney Tune. I mean, not her, not per se. You gotta be careful because they take stuff personal. You can't joke sometimes because they don't. You can't tell your mama jokes to chicks sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because they take it serious.
Okay.
You talking about my mama? They think you talking about their real mama.
Okay.
You saw what happened, right? Just now when I said that. Okay, pick a card, any card. Don't tell me what it is. Pick a card, any card.
Okay, I'm gonna pick this card.
All right. All right, put it back in the deck. No.
Okay. All right, y'all. All right. Okay. Women do not appreciate being told how to change their feelings.
I'm going to take it even further.
Okay.
Women don't appreciate being told nothing. No, honestly. Especially, you can't tell me how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Did that sound familiar? You can't tell me how I feel. How you gonna tell me how I feel?
But is that telling us how to change our feelings?
Yeah. If you're saying you can't tell me how I feel, how I should feel about this, such and such. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how I see that. Women do not appreciate. Tell them, fellas. Women do not appreciate being told how to change it. In other words, and I'm going to go back to...
Or like, you shouldn't feel like this. You should...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying?
I can see that.
In other words, this once again going to pick up probably an ongoing theme in this entire series of just listen. In other words, if she's opening up something that happened to you during the day, all right? You're opening up something. My job isn't to tell you you shouldn't feel upset about this woman at the grocery store or something like that. Okay. My job is just to listen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you're gonna feel how you feel. And in many cases, because y'all such harmonious creatures, we don't understand why you feel a particular way anyway. To try to tell you how to feel.
Don't criticize us for how we feel.
Right.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah.
You know, to belittle how we feel because you don't agree with how we feel.
Because how you feel, I'm assuming
it's how you freaking feel.
It's real.
Right.
That's how you feel. Especially if it's that time of the month. You know what I'm saying? So where all kinds of emotions come in from things that you have no clue.
And we might not...
It may not even be directly about a particular issue that you're talking about.
Exactly.
So don't tell me how I feel. Don't tell me how I feel.
Exactly. Or even...
So I understand that.
What you should do. Like you had said, don't tell them anything or whatever. But one thing that I can't stand is for someone to tell me, you need to be doing this. You should have been doing that or whatever. It usually I've had that come from females. Mm-hmm. But what happened recently, and that's annoying when someone is telling you what you should be doing. Mm-hmm. Because it's like, my name is Rorree, and your name is whatever your name is. Mm-hmm. Your name is Kato. Mm-hmm. And I shouldn't tell you how you should have handled something. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's annoying to me. Mm-hmm. You're telling me how I should have handled it. But like telling me like you're right and your name is not Rorree. Because I feel like everything is on purpose. Right. So how I handle something is how I handle it in the moment. Mm-hmm. You know, And how you would have handled it is how you would have handled it.
Right.
The same way as how you feel. You know what I mean?
Well, you know how I feel about that. You know for sure. Because you'll ask me. And I'll be telling you, don't ask me. What do you think, Kato? What do you think about this? And I'll be like, and me personally, there's a phrase that I picked up along the years of growing up. I ain't gonna say as a child, as a late teen, young adult. And that phrase was, I may even read it somewhere, but it always stuck with me, was stop dancing in my head. You know what I'm saying? So I always made it a big deal to try to make sure that I'm not dancing in someone's head. Meaning, talking them into doing what I think they should do. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not, and you know, when we, and I'm just talking about on regular stuff, on business stuff and how we, you know, build or whatever, when we build our platforms.
Right.
And you will always, and you get frustrated, you'll say, excuse me, I don't know if you get frustrated.
Well, because I asked your professional opinion and then you don't give it to me. And I'll be like,
because
you the expert in this.
But here's the thing. What I'm an expert in understanding is there's no one right way of doing things. You see what I'm saying? But
if I ask your opinion, that's what I'm asking for.
But you know, I don't do that. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Not when it's something that important. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, let's say for example, when, you know, I do a lot of graphics or whatever. Now, one thing that I know is that with any woman, when I'm doing a graphic, I'm creating a logo or flyer or whatever it is for them, and they are real funny about fonts, right? And it wasn't you, but it was another woman one time say, you always pick manly, masculine fonts.
Didn't I say that?
You may have said it too. You know what I'm saying? Why you always pick all your fonts look like manly fonts? And that's because I'm a man. And those are the fonts that attract. I know, but you have
all kind of clients, so you should.
Well, those were things that I learned.
Other hat on.
That's the things that I learned.
I know.
But there's two things, and that's true. There are two things that I learned. One, that there are thousands, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds upon hundreds of fonts out there, right? So a lot of time a woman will be a lot attractive to script type of fonts. But there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of script fonts. So this is what I do, and I apply this to when I'm dealing with the woman I'm dealing with or whatever. When she asks that kind of thing, is I'll say, before we do this, before we get into this, go here. Here's a bunch of fonts that are womanly fonts. I guess script type fonts. You pick which one you like and tell me, and I'll use that one. The reason being is because even though they're womanly fonts, the one I pick, guaranteed, most likely would not be right the first time. You know what I'm saying? And that's how, and this is coming from a guy, and that's how a woman thinks. In other words, I'll pick a particular font, and they're like, nah, let's try this out. So what will end up happening, we'll go through a whole bunch of fonts and end up probably right back to smack the original one that I picked. Because, you know, women will look at different things. When they say, nah, not that one, they just want to see what else it is to see.
But that is your opinion. Because
of course that's my opinion. That's what I'm saying.
What I like is for the graphic person to say, okay, for them to size me up and then say, here, how do you like this? Or give me 2 choices, or here, this same thing is 3 different ways. Which one do you like best? Like, I don't want to have to search through 5,000 fonts and pick it out, because guess what? I don't have time for that. I don't.
Well, sometimes she got to make time, in all honesty.
No,
because
or you could just give me a choice of 2 or 3.
And that has 500. Happened. And that has happened. And what has happened is a result, here's 4 of them to pick from. I don't like not one of the 4. Then I'm like, well, dang, I'm not going to be sure what she like, okay? Do I keep doing that? Do I keep doing 4, then 8, then 12, then 16, then 20, then 24, then 28, then 30? You know what I'm saying? He's
telling a story. Because, Kato, you come out with the bubble font from Fresh Prince, and I'll be like, can we have a more feminine font? And then you'll come out with another one. Okay, thank you.
What?
Okay, that's how I roll. So he does his look, and you'll notice it. We be the same video. His look like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Mine look like something else.
Yeah, that's true. And that is, as a matter of fact, we do the video. We put the video on her channel and we put it on my channel. The same exact video, 2 totally different fonts. When we put the title on. You know what I'm saying? That is so true. Because the first time I put them up there and I put them both up, why you use that font? I don't like that font. And I'm like, okay, from now on, when I put it on her channel, we're going to do the font that she liked, the feminine looking font. That fits for women, but don't fit for men.
And he didn't have to go through 28 of them. Okay.
In that situation. That particular
Well, not with
but
me.
there have been times.
Whoa.
Really? I can't
Not
do
with
that.
me.
I can't do that.
Okay, but it wasn't with me. Okay, so we are really digressing. So, which side are we on now?
No, I'm just... but it go. We just justify how you don't like to be told to change your feelings. Right? You just showed me. And that was a situation.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Now, women. Men do not like being told what to do.
Did we just see that? No, but you want us to...
Men don't like being told what to do. Women, you sneaky. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're naturally sneaky. You're cats. You know what I'm saying? You want to understand a woman, study a cat. So, because you're sneaky, and this is my opinion. She knows how she looking all funny. But because
I ain't sneaky. I'm upfront.
They all are. You know what I'm saying? They all got game. They all got game. They practiced it when they were little kids. So, but because they're sneaky, there's a way to tell them what to do without making them realize you're telling them what to do. And that's how women do it. So I look at this as saying, don't do it directly. Do it indirectly, like a woman does.
I cannot disagree with that.
You know what I'm saying? And look here, I'm not saying this
when I was a kid, though.
Well, the reason I say as a kid,
I'm joking.
No, the reason I say as a kid is because girls, the whole playing house doll things that a lot of girls did as a kid, that's part of the grooming of the woman thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. That's why I say, when I say as a kid, they've been not consciously, but that's just how they had to learn how to. Anyway, I've had women tell me secrets on a lot of stuff, boy. Women, y'all good. Y'all are so good and stay that way, because just like in the movie of Spider-Man, you're supposed to use your powers for good and not evil. So if you got those powers, use it for good to better the relationship. Not trying to tell him what to do knocks with a man's ego. You think you tell him what to do? You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's how you do that.
Yeah, like an episode of George Lopez, right? Mm-hmm. It's always funny when Angie gets on George in front of his friends, because she'll say, he'll say something, and she'll say, but it's funny because she'll say, "I told you, didn't I tell you not to do this?" And Ernie might say, "Oh," and then George always say, "What'd he say? How many times I told you not to do that in front of my friends?" Or something like that. Meaning he normally would, but now you're messing with his ego in front of his friends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's my opinion on it. And she didn't disagree. I thought we were going to be fighting for a minute.
No.
Yeah.
You just be setting it up like you want a Tabo uppercut. You be setting it up like you asking for it. Yeah. No, but you're right. And it's how you ask a man to do something.
And women, you got the power to make him do anything. I'm gonna be real honest.
And then don't be nagging. Some women are such a nag. It's like, oh my God.
That's not the power I'm talking about.
Right. Don't be a nag, man. Some women are nag to other women. It's like, damn, I'm not your dude. Back up.
Yeah.
Nag.
Well, that's a woman and woman. That's a Venus and Venus episode.
No, but I mean, if you a nag to a woman, damn, I feel sorry for your man.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Sure.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Because if you a nag to your girlfriends, then your ass is just a nag. Then you don't even know how to not be a nag. You probably don't even know that you a nag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Woo!
A nag is a nag is a nag is a nag.
A nag is a nag. So ladies, try not to be a nag. Don't nobody like a nag.
Yeah. And you know what nag spell backwards is?
Again?
Yeah.
What the hell is again?
I don't know. I was just maybe.
Okay.
I thought if saying it was going to bring out something profound, but I see it didn't. So don't be a can.
Okay. All right. We good?
We good.
All right. So let us know what you think, you guys. Let us know what you feel and what you would do.
And if the feeling is real, then you know the deal.
Holyfield.